Jesus, lads. I can't use an expletive because 8 seconds hasn't passed. If you know anything about YouTube, you know that you can't use an expletive in the first 8 seconds of a video. That's a fact. And I'm not counting, but I'm not going to chance it. But I can tell you, I'd love to express myself colourfully because I can't find a language in normal language to express how pissed off I am this morning. This is the 1st of January. And of course, last night I had a few. I was on the sauce. And we wake up this morning and we're brought out to this place. When I say we're brought out, the missus drove with her mother, the one that looks after her mother, her husband, which is my brother-in-law, who is an absolute imbecile, and the other brother who's wearing the blue hat, who is not such a bad guy. When I say he's an absolute imbecile, there's a reason I say it. Because he has never spoken one utterance. He has never uttered anything to me other than a grunt, be it in Thai or in English. He doesn't even speak English anyway. He doesn't have a word, but he goes It's true as God. That's why I call him an imbecile. And I won't go into too much. This is not a character assassination, but I'm pissed off, and when I'm pissed off, the things that piss me off even more. We're here to watch a fella walking around a canal, and it's dirty, filthy. Anyway, he's walking around the canal and he's fishing by hand. Now, apparently that's what's happening. So apparently you might be interested in that. Am I wrong to assume? I don't know. But my wife assumed that it would be interesting content. So just to keep the peace, let's have a look and see what they're doing. Well, there you see. That's as close up as I can get. How you doing? Close up as I can get. So he's a decent fella, that fella. But you can see they're weeding around with a sigh. He's got a sigh in his hand. You can barely see the top of the other fella's head. I mean, this is more or less as close as I can get. I'll move a bit closer. So, this is the full zoom on this lens. They're walking around and I don't know what they're doing. Meow, what are they doing? Cow tamarai.
Take fish.
Take fish. That's, by the way, her capacity in English. Take fish. I don't see any fish yet. And I don't know how any creature could reside in such a cesspit. Look. It's amazing the standards that are acceptable here that wouldn't be. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying they're wrong, but it's amazing the standards that are acceptable here that are not acceptable in the West. I mean, this is a dirty, filthy ditch. I don't eat fish anyway, and I definitely wouldn't eat fish coming out of this thing. You look at how traditional. Just look at how traditional the wife's family are. That's the brother-in-law there, the other one, and he's so goddamn traditional. It's like a different world compared to Bangkok. This place is like had stood still for the last 50 years. The other fella's up there by himself, the imbecile. He can stay up there. But here we are, look. They're still at it. I don't know what's going to happen. If they're going to catch at him. They say a bad day, what is it? A bad day, a good day. So they say a bad day's fishing beats a good day at work. Well, I doubt if that applies in this situation. It's roasting, toasting. They're in a cesspit. We're waiting for them to catch a fish, which I'm not going to eat. But hopefully we'll be able to see the result shortly. Well, here we are, lads. This is about an hour. Yeah, the best part of an hour later. We just went off to 7-Eleven to grab some breakfast. You hear the plane going overhead, if you can hear it. Don't know if you can or not. We're about 30 kilometres from Don Mueang Airport. Anyway, he's still wading around there. And apparently what they're doing is, this is what I've been told, they're cutting through the weeds to clear the water so they'll have a better chance of catching the fish. It seems like a very long, laborious task. It really does. I mean, all this in this heat, by the way, it is stifling. And you'll notice he's wearing a balaclava and the other fella has a hat because they're scared of their shite of going dark. Anyway, another member of the Beverly Hillbillies has joined the fray. Let's move the camera up here a bit. There, I don't know who he is, but he doesn't have a word of English either. And he's another traditional guy. Nothing wrong with being traditional, but this reminds me, and again, I'm not being derogatory, of the travellers in Ireland. I'm not going to use any derogatory term I'm not going to use any derogatory term to describe the travellers in Ireland, but you see what I mean? It's very reminiscent of that kind of lifestyle. And this is, you see, when I talk about things in Thailand that I don't like, this is what I don't like. Yeah, Har, what's going on? You talk to the guys. Go that way.
No, you look.
You talk.
No, make them see that.
What are we doing here?
Guys, look at the car.
You're too close.
See, look at the car. Guys, the car. Why does it have a hat? What's it?
Oh, okay, you made a person. Okay, good stuff, Harry. I gotta finish this.
The car is a person now.
Okay, good.
Bye.
Thank you. So we're back at the house now. I have this the filter right down at its lowest setting because the sun is blasting off that piece of corrugated iron. That's the fish. That's what they caught. And they're going to eat it, and they're drying it on a piece of rusty, dirty corrugated iron. But look, I'm not complaining. These are lovely people, and this is the way they do things. I'm just going to go down and have a chat with them. You'll see them down here. Hang on a second. So guys, here they are. This is the fishing party, and you notice that they're drinking beer. They're going to drive back down to Bangkok, and there's nothing like a pint of beer or a glass of beer to set you on your way as you drive. That's the way they do things here. I'm not going to question it. They're lovely people, and it's just the way they do things. It's a different culture. You see it here on this channel the way it really is. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure, if you haven't done so already, click that like button, the share button, subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining us.